seen in your life. And we're happy to share it with you. And it wasn't expensive. It wasn't, it wasn't taboo. And so that was, again, a completely different culture, completely life-changing experience for many. India as well, but I think people were much more charmed by Afghanistan than anywhere else.
That's great. That's really important. I want to hit that again if we can.
Sure.
Because people today have such a perception of the Middle East and Afghanistan and Iran.
Yeah.
To say just like, this is the way people see it now. Back then, it was totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, today, the so-called AFPAC frontier, the area between Pakistan and Afghanistan, is almost totally off limits. That was the most difficult place for the United States in the War on Terror. That's where most of Al-Qaeda spilled out into Pakistan with the help of Pakistan's secret police, the ISI. But those who were there in the 60s, said that, the Pashtu were the most hospitable people they had ever met, that their concept of hospitality was nothing like they'd ever seen in their lives. And so, of course, this changed very much, thanks to the War on Terror, largely, as of late, and the Soviet invasion. I mean, you're talking about an incredibly hard warrior culture that, hospitality is much deeper than giving somebody a bed and a meal. It's, you will house them. And if you house them, you will fight for them. You will not allow someone to come and capture or arrest them or anything else. And that was very moving to people at the time, that they were granted that level of hospitality from people they really didn't know. And again, that very much changes, particularly in the late 70s, first with the Afghan invasion, and then the convoluted and confused American War on Terror, where our inability to make allies with the Pashtu, with the Baluch, it's not like there's one tribe. There are many tribes, and they have their own languages and their own complexities, and we were completely unable to navigate that. And again, it's not a coincidence that Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires, and we're the latest casualty.
Mm-hmm. Completely. Let's go back to Vietnam for a second, just because I think that's such a critical point, especially in this proof of concept, considering that Mike and Bob had the most incredible things to say about the Vietnam War and the draft, especially.
Right.
The way it made them feel.
Right.
They were both born in 48. They were prime targets.
Right.
Can you put me back? Just give me some really quick details of like when the Vietnam War started technically, and then when the draft started.
The origins of the Vietnam War are very interesting, and they go back to the 1950s, when the United States is trying to get France to join the European Defense Community, which is the predecessor of NATO. And the kind of backroom deal that we make with the French is that we'll pick up their slack in Vietnam. And in 54 is Dien Bien Phu, the great French defeat that marks kind of the beginning of the end. And one of the kind of deals that we have to make in order to get the French in the EDC is that we will begin sort of replacing them. And it's incremental. We're supposed to first initially military advisors, the Green Berets going over and winning hearts and minds, and that doesn't work. And so we get sucked into it slowly but surely. And then we see the need for more bodies and more soldiers, and selective service begins. And, young American men have to register for the draft. In 1967, 1968, I don't know. And so, it's 67, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so they have to register for the draft. And many farm boys, many sons of fathers who served in Korea and World War II see it as their national duty to do this.